aboard this Aquabus, one of the most unique forms of transportation in all of Tibet. This boat will take you from Romaritime Station to the court of Fontaine. Normally, this line doesn't have many passengers, so you have your pick of the best seats. Oh, but you still have to follow all the passenger guidelines. These include not placing sharp tools flat on the chairs and not bringing overstuffed lunchboxes on board. We've had quarrels break out between passengers over things like that. Some even escalated into private brawls. Of course, Fontaine's rules state that if you want to fight, apply for a duel. So, those two passengers were promptly sent to the fortress of Meropede, where they went on to live peaceful, disciplined, and well-mannered lives. So, all's well that ends well, but please do not follow their example. Look, everyone! Approaching us up ahead is Fontaine, which lies between the port and the court. Though not particularly steep, if our course were to wind around the top of the mountain, our little boat wouldn't be stable and calm like this, but a white-knuckle water park ride! When they were building the waterways, they had to invite experts from the Fontaine Research Institute. The experts brought huge, amazing machines and bored a hole through Fontaine. It really was a massive project. Fontaine has a lot of alabaster-toned buildings, all built with a special type of stone called tear stone. An educational column in the Steambird said it was only after an incident a few hundred years ago that this type of stone was discovered by the people of Fontaine. Hidden deep underground, it looks completely ordinary from the outside. The inside, however, is filled with a pearly white substance, which, if processed using the right method, turns into a very sturdy material. But just what kind of incident could bring this kind of rock up from below? In the past, people could only discover secrets within stones by breaking huge boulders apart. Say, maybe only the heavy cannons on battleships could do that. Trials are the most important public events in Fontaine. Whenever there's a public trial, everyone is always super excited to go. They'll doll themselves up, dress to the nines, and then head to the Opera Epiclese. A public report by Palais Mermonia said the generation of Indemnitium seems to be connected to trials. So I guess you could say all of Fontaine runs on trials. But as for the technical details, I'm not too clear. The point is, it's all thanks to the brilliant design of Monsieur Neuvillette that the people of Fontaine have access to this safe and reliable energy source. After a long journey, the Aquabus has finally arrived at the grand and prosperous court of Fontaine. Please don't forget your personal belongings and disembark slowly. No need to rush. If you're tired after a long journey and eager to fill that rumbling tummy, I recommend giving Hotel de Boer a try. Though the food there is crazy expensive and not exactly suitable for Milazines, tourists have always given it great reviews, and sometimes there are even special performances. For tourists from abroad, it's absolutely worth a trip.
Welcome to the court of Fontaine. Please watch your step.
Hello, passengers. I am your tour guide for this trip, Fontaine. We are now heading to Erignes. Many people are tried there and sent to the fortress of Meripede. But passengers needn't worry. Life in the fortress of Meripede may be a good thing for certain groups of people. The construction of Clockwork Mecca has no restrictions outside of patent law. Other than the Fontaine Research Institute, many private workshops are engaged in researching and building all kinds of Clockwork Mecca. Some people will modify existing models, and other criminals will use Clockwork Mecca for theft, robbery, surveillance, and illegal exploration, among other activities. If you encounter such a situation, please report it to the nearest Maréchaussée personnel immediately. We are now arriving at Marcotte Station, where this journey ends. Any passengers interested in taking a commemorative photo of their Aquabus journey are advised to do so at the Court of Fontaine Station on the Clementine line. This is because the atmosphere there is much livelier. Plus, my diligent colleague Aval keeps her boat in a much cleaner, photo-ready condition. And also, my Milazine hands struggle with holding cameras.